movie news. Welcome to Mirror Domain's Movie News, your place for entertainment headlines. And on today's show, we're going to be talking about a bunch of new trailers that came out for R.I.P. 2. Tom Hanks has a new movie out called A Man Named Otto. Okay. And All Quiet on the Western Front. A Netflix movie. It's going to be German. It's going to be all subtitles. Oh, some cool news is a new Silent Hill movie is in the works. But we start off today by talking about Black Adam, guys, because Black Adam opens up tomorrow, but it's going to be limited, well, tonight as well. But I'm seeing it in just 4 hours from now. I'm seeing Black Adam. So let's take a look at the Rotten Tomato meter for today and see where it's tracking for today. It's actually dropped a little bit, guys. Now, it was 55, I believe, 55% yesterday, right? So, yeah, 53%. It's not a big drop. But you know what, guys? I wouldn't be too taken aback from these numbers. There are people out there publishing videos about how does this compare to that movie, and does it really mean anything like that? Is it something serious? Another low point for Warner DC franchise, says Newsday. Let's take a look at a positive one here from London Evening Standard. The film promotes Arab Spring-style insurrections, condemns imperialism, and at the same time demands that we lighten up. Bold, stylish, involving, and witty. It's quite the package. Quite the package! So there you go. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson is quite the package. Anyway, so people yesterday were like publishing, well, other movies scored like around that too. Like if we looked up Man of Steel when it first came out, it's like, that's 56%, 75% by the audience. So I think that Black Adam is going to be one of those movies where, the critics rating will be lower, but the audience score will be a little bit higher. No, I liked some things about Man of Steel. It was just, I don't know. They shouldn't have tried to reinvent the wheel, right? And they tried and it didn't work. The majority of people said that it didn't work. There are people out there that will have it, will die on that hill, but that's not me. Let's take a look at Wonder Woman. 93% by critics and 83% by the audience. And the first Wonder Woman was good. Wonder Woman 2, not so much, but I had some things in there that I enjoyed. So, don't let these numbers get you down. Even movies that people like Man of Steel, and we hear that Henry Cavill's going to show up somehow in Black Adam. You better. I'll be there waiting for the post-credit scene, guys, or scenes. I don't care if it's just like you hear his voice. That's all I want. 53%, it doesn't really bother me. So in 4 hours, guys, I am watching Black Adam. And then tomorrow we will... I'll put up my normal review and we'll do a spoiler discussion afterwards. So maybe we'll do a spoiler discussion. No, spoilers will be tomorrow as well. Because it's just one of those things. I can't let it go for too long otherwise because of the YouTube algorithm. Yeah. We can talk about that a little bit here now, guys. The YouTube algorithm. We were going to switch the shows to 3 p.m., but I stewed on it yesterday. And by the time I was done everything, it was like 4, it was like way after 4, and I was like, it's a bit too late in the day for me still, I still had a bunch of stuff to do after that. I actually didn't finish all my YouTube stuff until about 8:30 last night, and that's just too late for me. So it's going to stay at 12 p.m., but what's going to happen from now on, guys, is that, all those little stories that I published yesterday, I'm going to cut these stories out, and they will be published slowly throughout the rest of the day and bring you back to the live videos, the big discussions. That's what's going to happen. And they'll be only shorts. These will be shorts. So don't worry about that. And I hopefully will be able to set it up so that it won't muddle your feed too much. My goal right now is to have one live stream a day, one normal video a day, and at least one short a day. So there's going to be at least 3 published videos that should show up on your feed. Over that, then I expect I'll set it so that it doesn't, corrupt you too much. But hey, we're movie fans, and we love talking about movie news, right? And hey, why would you listen to me? Because hey, this is what I like to do. I have my nose right down in it, guys, and we get through the stories as quickly as we can with no fluff. Let's get back into it. Superman we were just talking about Superman. And people, this is because of that big article that came out on earlier this week, right? Is Henry Cavill returning as Superman in the Flash movie? And those are the reports too. Those are the reports, because if he filmed something for Black Adam, if he did, then I fully expect that, yeah, there'll be some post-credit scene or something in the Flash. Because there were the reports that Henry Cavill and Gal Gadot were in LA shooting some stuff. And if it's true that he is there in Black Adam, if it's true, then I would say yes. Is Henry Cavill returning as Superman in the Flash movie? For sure. That's what I would say. All right. But other than that, you can go in to read these articles. It's up on Screen Rant. They don't really give anything really all that substantial. But we know from the background stories that, yes, Henry Cavill is going to be the Superman, right? David Zaslav said that he wants to have this 10-year plan where it's going to be Batman and Superman are going to be the backbones. And we hear the reports. It hasn't been quite substantiated by the big trades yet, but we heard there are reports out there that Ben Affleck has signed for more. So, yes, bring it on, man, and bring the Batman Deathstroke movie. Yes, you can have those going on at the same time as the Matt Reeves stuff, because Matt Reeves is going to be taking years to get his stuff out. So don't worry. Hopefully it's all coming together. And we hear that, yeah, we heard on the reports this week that Man of Steel 2 is going to be in the works, or like the sequel, another Maybe people shouldn't be saying a Man of Steel 2. They should really be saying a new Superman movie, right? Because once you say Man of Steel, then you kind of get, then the Snyderverse is alive. It's been restored. I don't know. I don't think so. Because I think a lot of the Flash movie is going to retcon that somehow. The Flash movie is going to just open the door for them to go, well, that was where some of these characters came from, but from now on, this is what's going to happen. So I think a lot of people that are getting their hopes up for, restore the Snyderverse, I don't think so. And remember, the Zack Snyder Justice League movie is not canon, according to the big people over there at DC. So we'll see. But I'm looking forward to Black Adam tonight, and hopefully we'll see Superman. Hopefully I'll see Superman. I'll let you know. Watch for my straight out of the theater reaction later on today. It'll be up on the channel right there for you guys. Okay, what's next? Equalizer 3 is in the works, guys. Equalizer 3, and we got some set photos. It's begun filming, so let's take a look at this story here. The Equalizer begins filming. First look at Denzel Washington and Dakota Fanning. Oh yes, Dakota Fanning. We heard about that casting. They're going to be back together. They were last in was it Man on Fire? Was that it, guys? But Antoine Fuqua is going to be back, so that's cool. And you know what? I like the first Equalizer. The second one was okay. But yeah, we got some behind the scenes photos here. Let's see if I can blow that up for you guys just a little bit. Oh, okay, good. Yeah, there's Denzel with Dakota Fanning, so that'll be kind of cool. Yeah, that's cool. I dig it, man. They're now in production in Amalfi Coast, Italy. So they're in Italy. Wait a minute, isn't he normally in North America? So that's kind of weird. So it's going to start or be with him in Italy? An Equalizer movie in Italy. Fascinating. Okay. Who's the other girl there? Okay, that's Antoine Fuqua. Sorry. Antoine Fuqua and Denzel. I like that black shirt. Looks like it's been well starched. Who's this other girl? Gaia Scodellero. Okay. On the coast of Italy, guys. Let's take a look at what the release date may be for this. If any more. The images from the set of Equalizer 3 find the gang and all smiles as they prepare once again to send Denzel on a mysterious, action-packed adventure. Okay. All right. Now, if they're just shooting it now, I would maybe say late 2023, early 2024 is when this will probably come out. Let's take a look at this. Fuqua says, oh yeah, she's about the right age, as I said. How is Dakota now? Yeah. That would be cool to bring her back, and she is back. So it's slated for September 1st, 2023. So yeah, okay. That puts it on schedule. Written by Richard Wank. Sorry, I don't mean to make fun of that. That's not. I wasn't trying to belittle that, guys. You know me. I don't do that stuff here. But Equalizer 3 begins filming. We got some set photos there, and that was kind of cool to take a look at. All right, let's take a look at this other production that's just started. This came up in the Twitterverse yesterday, didn't it? Chris Evans celebrates start of filming a new holiday action movie. Chris Evans has shared a behind-the-scenes photo of his set chair for an upcoming action-adventure holiday movie, Red One. And the Red One is also going to be with Dwayne Johnson, and Lucy Liu, I believe, was recently added to the cast. And what is it about? Well, the IMDb doesn't really say that much. Plot kept under wraps. I don't know why it has to be so secretive. 2023. Dwayne Johnson, Chris Evans, Kiernan Shipka, and Lucy Liu. Do I know who this Kiernan Shipka is? The name sounds vaguely familiar. Let's take a look at what some of the actresses' resume says. Total Killer, Sweethearts, Wildfire, Riverdale. Okay, she was in. Oh, was she going to be the one that was going to be in Wonder Twins? Swimming with Sharks? No. Treat? No. Let It Snow, The Silence. Nothing jumps out at me here, but something about that name sounds familiar. Maybe she was part of that, now scrapped Wonder Twins movie. Wow, it looks like she's got a fairly long resume that goes over more than a decade. Close to almost, a decade and a half. Okay, so she's been around. The Red One, what is it about? It's going to be an action-packed thriller. Let's see, plot details have been under lock and key for some reason I cannot comprehend as to why. But don't worry, it's got The Rock in it, so The Rock will be able to get behind the marketing machine for it when it becomes time. So we'll learn about it. But with nothing but a short synopsis detailing a vague premise of the movie. Red One has been described as a globe-trotting action-adventure comedy that will appeal to all movie fans while redefining the holiday movie genre. Nothing else except some easting. What? Some casting. Sorry, it's a little bit small there. Nothing else except for some casting details have been released with Evans co-starring alongside Rock Johnson. They speculate that perhaps it's going to be like Santa. Somebody wants to attack Santa. But if you follow Chris Evans on social media, Red One, and it's the one as in the actual letter and not it being spelled out there. Cool. Red One. Yeah, apparently they're like dueling Santas or something like that. This is what I heard. And I think this article somewhat substantiates that just a little bit. At least I thought it did. The Red One implies that Santa Claus might be featured. Yeah. Or that he could be even one of the main characters within the story. As the film was described as a comedy, Evans and Johnson try to take down Santa Claus or team up with an evil force would be hilarious and action-packed. Something like that. It's going to be cheeky, I would imagine, right? That's fine. All right, guys, if you don't know what else is on this channel, Mirror Domains, as you know, we do a lot of these shorts videos, and, for full live watch-alongs. You can find extended versions of those on Instagram and TikTok. We do full live watch-alongs for what? Well, we do House of the Dragon on Mondays, and next Monday is going to be the season finale, and it's been a great series so far. Wow, powerful television. On Wednesdays, we do Andor. We just did episode 7 yesterday, guys. It was the start of a new chapter, so for the next 2 episodes, it'll wrap up that little story. And Luthen, man, I'm not trusting you, dude. I'm not trusting you. Last week, this will be the last time, this will be the last week I promote these shows. She-Hulk, we wrapped up last week. We did it on Thursday, so we'll be looking for something new starting this week, next week for our Thursday slot. And on Fridays, we did Rings of Power that we wrapped up last week, and it was a really good finale. And if you didn't know, we do Horror Weekly Roundup, where we talk about all the big horror movie news headlines that drop during the week on Saturdays. And We go into spoilers. We talk about trailers. We watch trailers. It's a lot of fun. And of course, then we do the movie news there during the week. So you're going to find something that you like here on Mirror Domains. Hit that thumbs up button, guys. Hey, you know what? It helps out a lot when you do. And feel free to comment, because you're going to, hey, even for full live movie watch-alongs we do too. I'll try to schedule those up in a little bit in advance so you guys can be aware. And I'll promote it during the week, just like I do in that little reel that we just went through right now. Okay. Let's get into the big story. Well, it's not the big story, but guys, did you know that they were making a sequel to R.I.P. We heard this a while ago, and it was kind of like, it was already shot, it's already done, it's coming out. R.I.P. 2, Rise of the Damned trailer finds Jeffrey Donovan taking over for Jeff Bridges for comic book prequel. So it's going to be a prequel, R.I.P. 2, Rise of the Damned, as younger but still dead Sheriff Roy. So he's going to be the younger version. So it's not going to be him and Ryan Reynolds, right? Because R.I.P.D. was him recruiting Ryan Reynolds. So this will be a long time. This will be before, when he's much younger. Okay. So is he going to try to talk like him? We'll take a look at the trailer in just a few moments, guys, because it's going to be, you can own it November 15th. So it's just under a month now that you will be able to take a look at this. And the teaser's only like 30 seconds long. So we're going to watch it here for sure. And we'll see what your thoughts are on R.I.P.D. 2, Rise of the Damned. I like Jeffrey Donovan. Yeah, I like Book of Shadows, Blair Witch 2. Guys, I'm not promising anything here, so don't expect Shakespeare, okay? Let's just take a look at this trailer for R.I.P.D. 2.
Hands up!
Welcome to the R.I.P.D.
Okay.
Bounty hunters
That's
for
familiar.
rogue souls that escaped judgment.
I got this.
Our job is to find them
The visual
and
effects,
send
actually.
them to where their ticket
not
got
that bad.
punched. Hell, Roy. We send them to hell.
Okay, who is that actress?
Oh! That was unexpected.
Oh, so he is trying to talk like him. November 15th, guys. Yeah, let's take a look at the IMDb for this for sure. Because I want to know who the cast is here. R.I.P.D. 2 is a prequel, remember. Set in the American West of 1876, R.I.P.D. 2, Rise of the Damned, is a spiritual, pardon the pun, sequel to 2013's R.I.P.D. Sheriff Roy Polcipher, I don't know, isn't too thrilled about finding himself dead after a shootout with a notorious outlaw gang, but he does get a second chance to return to Earth after being recruited by the R.I.P.D. Okay, so, yeah, Jeffrey Donovan is going to be Sheriff Roy Polcipher. Polcipher? Okay, Polcipher. I think that's... guys, I'll be honest with you. I never saw R.I.P.D. Richard Fleischman is Angus. Who's the... Charlotte Polcipher. Okay. But who's the recruiter? Who's the recruiter? I want to see who that is. You're not going to tell me. Beverly. Carrie Noop is going to be Hano. Is that the recruiter? I think it is, right? Carrie Noop. Okay. I don't know too much about her work. Well, there you go, guys. Yeah, you'll have to check that out. Let me just take this out, guys. Well, what do you guys think about that? R.I.P.D. 2. Let me know what you think about that in the comments below. And hey, guys, we do a full live movie news show that you can find linked just right here. Let me know what you think about that. And hit that thumbs up button and subscribe. You're watching Mirror Domains. Now, if you know what I just did there, guys, you know what I just did there. You know. Okay. All right. What's next? Oh, Tom Hanks is in a new movie. Cool. Tom Hanks. We all like Tom Hanks, right? And he's going to be in a movie called A Man Called Otto. January 13th, 2023. A grumpy widower whose only joy comes from criticizing and judging his exacerbated neighbors meets his match when a lively young family moves in next door, leading to an unexpected friendship that will turn his world upside down. Now, Tom Hanks is in this. I don't think anybody else huge is in this. Rachel Keller and Manuel Garcia Rulfo. Kaylee Hyman is Barb. No other big name jumps out in this. Jumps out at me in this, but you know, sometimes, hey, that happens. Seems like a fairly decent cast. Now, we're not going to watch this trailer though, guys. We'll just go through this because it's just he's playing like this grumpy man in a small town that looks like it could have been filmed in a small town around mine. Like some of the small towns around where I live look like this. They do. But you know, it could be anywhere, guys. Except we don't have signposts like this, so or we don't have stoplights like that. So it's probably somewhere in the States where they film this. It starts off with him not liking the animals in the neighborhood. He doesn't like dogs that pee and poop on his lawn. Neighbor says hello to him, and he's like, "What are you?"
No.
He's like, "No, I don't want to talk to you." Right? And then yeah, there's the puppy, and he's like, doesn't like it and stuff like that. So he's playing the grumpy man in this, and I'm sure if you've seen it, the trailers, it reveals that, he's the widower, and I'm thinking that the family's going to brighten him up again, right? So he's grumpy because perhaps his wife has passed on. Looks like a little bit before her time. It's Tom Hanks. I'm expecting, normal fare from him.
Give me the keys.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello.
What's your name?
Otto.
Otto?
O-T-T-O.
So, yeah, and then I think because he meets the kids there, that he'll start to lighten up and he'll find a new passion for life and stuff like that. I'm expecting it to be a feel-good story. There's the new family members, and he's like, people don't find you that agreeable. And he's like, what are you talking about? So he's sort of like the version of Clint Eastwood's character in Gran Turismo, right? But yeah, it looked charming enough. He gets a cat, and the cat befriends him and stuff like that. So, he reads to the kids. Feel good kind of movie. A Man Named Otto, a small character piece for Tom Hanks. I liked it. I liked this trailer. I recommend that you go check this out. Let's take a look at some of the comments. We need a movie like this because everyone's so mean these days and life can suck sometimes. This is nice. I'm sure this will be well received. Hopefully this mainstream release will direct viewers to the original fantastic novel. It was based on a novel, A Man Called Ovi, and a Swedish film adaptation. Okay, so it was a Swedish adaptation. Tom Hanks can make any movie good. Well, some people, not necessarily. Let's see what some of those comments are. Except for Pinocchio. Oh yeah, there you go. That movie broke his streak. I haven't seen it yet, but you know what Tom Hanks is. He's a true class act, and he's a top tier talent for sure. So, him as being a small character piece like this and dealing with the sadness and the loss of his wife. I like this trailer, man, and I can't wait for this to come out. Well, I'm not going to say that, but I'm looking forward to this. January 13th is when this comes out. No official poster. So, yeah, cool. A Man Named Otto. You want to, go check that out. All right, guys. Netflix has a movie coming out called All Quiet on the Western Front, talking about remakes. This is a remake, right? All Quiet on the Western Front. But it's going to be all in German. 8 out of 10, so it's been out there for a while. All Quiet on the Western Front. Is it on our... I don't think it's on our Netflix right now. October 28th. Is that when it says? 28th? Yeah. So 8 days from now. Next Friday it comes out, guys. All Quiet on the Western Front. And it is going to be all in Spanish. It's not Spanish. All in German. Young German soldiers' terrifying experiences and distress on the Western Front during World War I. Directed by Edward Berger. The film also stars Daniel Brühl. That's like the go-to German actor out there. Why not? Sebastian Hulk. and a bunch of people that I don't know. And I watched this trailer this morning, actually, and it was aside, like, you guys are gonna have to realize that you're gonna watch this on in subtitles, right? But like the cinematography is the first thing that stood out at me here. It's breathtakingly gorgeous. There's Daniel Bruhl, obviously. But yeah, you can see that it's the wartime, and there's a shot here of the tank. I want to see, yeah, the tank rolling over the trenches. Just like, yeah, if this was a remake, it definitely could use the update with the advancements in technology. Wartime movie. Well, I guess it's time for around that time of year, I suppose, for a decent war movie. Why not? A big scale epic, but it's not going to be on the theaters, which is kind of bums me out. I miss my comrades. It's going to be on Netflix. So yeah, World War I is when they were all in the trenches, right? In all the mud. Cold, stunning cinematography, indeed. Indeed. Performances. All Quiet on the Western Front, guys. So just go over to Netflix's YouTube page and you can check this trailer out. And, well, of course, other amalgamators out there will have this as well. It's going to be on Netflix in select theaters. Okay, so maybe it will get a small theatrical release there. October 28th. It was a good trailer, though. Daniel Bruhl. It doesn't look like he's going to be the main character, but he'll be something in there. Them going through training and stuff like that. But we'll see it from their side. Everybody says we all see it from the like the North American side, the good side, but we don't rarely see it from that side, right? So we'll see. All Quiet on the Western Front. Be checking that out. All right, this is kind of cool news for me because I am a Silent Hill fan, especially of that first movie. I think I have the Blu-ray around here somewhere, but or at least the DVD. New Silent Hill film announced with original director and producer returning. That's good news because I liked the first Silent Hill. I think it's one of the best video game to movie adaptations out there. Adaptations. Yeah. The director and producer of the first Silent Hill movie are reuniting for Return to Silent Hill, and it looks like it will be based on Silent Hill 2, the game, and it'll just kind of like forget about that other Silent Hill movie that came out with them going into like the carnival area. Just forget that one. Kind of like what they did with the Halloween franchise recently, guys, right? And just make a direct sequel. Why not? Okay, so. Other than the director and the producer coming back, I don't think they have any other details for this, according to NATO. Okay. Franchise, the video game. They go on to talk about some of the video games there. The games of Silent Hill franchise were great artistic achievements, and I have a responsibility to transpose those on the big screen. That's why the first film was so well received by fans of Silent Hill, because they felt that I was one of them. It was so important for me to respect the original creation, you know. Yes, I don't understand why studio executives don't get that. They don't get that. That was the base. It's like when they get a property like Silent Hill or a video game or Transformers. It's like, no, we got to make it something completely new, and it's got to be, because this is the big screen version, it's got to be different from the video games. No, it doesn't, guys. No, it doesn't. Take a page out of Dwayne Johnson's playbook here and give the fans what they want, and you'll earn their respect, as this guy is saying, right? That was the base and the start of everything, so I'm going with a maximum of humility and a maximum of respect, but at the same time, I have quite a challenge, a goal, which is how to transpose the language of the game, which is entirely about immersion into a tale, into a story that we can tell in 90 to 100 minutes. Well, yeah, that's the challenge. That's the challenge of adapting games into movies, because, you know, some of the long-form stuff that make good games just can't be condensed like that, right? And that's why they're good for series. I think that's why they're doing, The Last of Us is a series, because it's just that's a better kind of telling for that kind of platform. But as a movie, I'm still up for those kinds of things. You can still tell that in a movie. It's just you got to be smart about it. You got to be creative about it. Would you want to see this as a series instead? The thing is that if they did that, then they wouldn't have the budget to perhaps do the visionary things that Silent Hill would definitely benefit from. And we saw that recently with the new Hellraiser, right? With the updated effects, with like marrying in the visual effects with the actual makeup effects and stuff like that. A Silent Hill would definitely benefit from all of that stuff too. Pyramid Head guy, I mean, I want to see him too. Cool, man. A Silent Hill 2 movie. I can't wait for that. As more details unfold about that, I definitely will get it to you ASAP because it's something that I really want to check out. Okay, what's next? Jackass 5. Well, guys, you know what? I like Jackass Forever. It's still one of my favorite, my more fun time at the movie theater this year because it was just one of those movies where when everybody gasps, when everybody wants to cover their eyes, we're all doing it in the theater. It's kind of like a community experience, right? But Jackass 5 would be different from previous movies, says Johnny Knoxville. And what they were trying to do with Jackass Forever is that they were trying to pass on the torch a little bit, right, to a younger generation, because Johnny Knoxville put his body on the line for this one for sure. Yeah, with the bull, I mean, come on, look at that. Like his body just can't handle that kind of punishment anymore, right? Steve-O still was doing cool stuff too. But let's take a look at his quote here as to what he was talking about. Knoxville then discussed, if there were to be a Jackass 5, it would lean more heavily on the new cast. And I got no problem with that. I really like the new cast, giving the older cast a chance to step back. The star that went on to discuss how a particularly bad injury from Jackass Forever led him to a neurologist advising him to take a step back also. Well, yeah, the one with the bull, I think he got conky on that one, and I'm sure he's had more than one concussion, so it's kind of like, yeah, it was pretty terrifying. Let's take a look at this quote here too. We never said whether it was or wasn't the final film that got written somewhere and people ran with it. If we did continue, we would lean on the younger cast and the old guys would take a little step back, but still be part of it. Okay, good, cool. I would have to step back because of the neurology. The neurologist said I can't have any more concussions, and that's the dangerous one. When you get down to the your last, when they say you can't get hit on the head anymore, that's when it's like serious. And that's like football players and hockey players have pushed those boundaries for far too long in those sports, and the repercussions of that have reared its ugly head. Right? It's not good. And Johnny Knoxville is just one of those guys though that will always push that envelope. And if they ever made peace with Bam, and Bam got his life together, I would love to see him come back, because it was really Knoxville, Steve-O, and Bam were like the core of that, and to have them all make peace. Like I like Pontius and Danger Aaron, right? It was Danger Aaron, right? Yeah, but I like that movie. It was a lot of fun. It wasn't like the best movie of the year or anything, but it was like, yeah, I could see that coming along. And you saw that in Jackass Forever. If you went out and saw it this year, that's what you would be getting. So never say never, but I'd be looking forward to another one for sure. For sure. Somebody who's glad that they didn't participate in another one was Laurence Fishburne in The Matrix. Laurence Fishburne has come out and, didn't say nice things about Matrix Resurrections, which I actually kind of didn't mind. I liked the last shot of it, and I liked where they were going with it. It just didn't feel earned for some reason. But I didn't hate it. Laurence Fishburne gives blunt response to whether he misses out on appearing in The Matrix Resurrections. And this also came on the heels of him saying that because he's going to be in John Wick 4, that movie's it's going to be good. It's going to be good according to him. But sharing his feelings on the Matrix sequel, Laurence Fishburne gave blunt opinion. Wow. Let's see what he said. It wasn't as bad as I thought it would be, but it wasn't as good as I hoped. I would But I thought Carrie Ann and Keanu really did their thing. Yeah, that's what I thought. So it's not really that blunt. It's not as scathing as, ooh, it's terrible. I'm glad that I dodged that bullet. I can't believe I said that about a Matrix movie. But anyway, Laurence Fishburne shares his thoughts. So there's a quote there up on, and somebody actually talked to him about it. And you can hear him say that quote. I guess this was for the School of Good and Evil, which is out on Netflix right now. I was going to watch it, but it's like over 2 hours. So maybe on the weekend we'll find some time to slide that in because he appears in that. So he says, it wasn't as bad as I thought it would be, and it wasn't as good as I had hoped it would be. Is the Matrix really being turned into a dance show? What? Are they taking it to the stage? Matrix? Well, those martial arts sequences are a little bit like dancing. You never know. Yeah. Well, that's what Fishburne feels about that. All right, guys. I think we're flowing along nicely, sort of. Yes, no, yes. Okay. Well, let's get into a little bit more racy content here. There's some more stories that are not listed here on the side, but are in the description. And this one, Cara Delevigne says, I didn't realize I was a prude until taking part in a masturbation seminar in Planet Sex, SEX, okay? So I guess this is a series or something coming out where she's going to star in this, right? British model actor Cara Delevigne got to be herself on screen for the first time in the forthcoming docu-series, okay, Planet SEX, and says she realized she was more of a prude than she thought. Prude. Well, let's take a look at what she said here. I went to a fapping I went into a stimulation seminar thinking it was going to be a classroom and I'd have a notepad, but instead it was a pink leather gym mat on the floor with 6 people going, well, take your underwear off. This is the lube. I was, oh, God, jeez. So, yeah, maybe I'm a prude, too. Well, when it comes to YouTube, I kind of have to be careful about this stuff. So it's a bit of a racy quote, isn't it? And then she said, I didn't realize I was a prude. I think I'm pretty hip, young, cool, down with anything kind of girl. But I was like, sorry, what? Sorry. Absolutely not. I will not do that. But I kind of did everything I felt comfortable doing. Docu-series? Huh. Cara Delevigne. So if you're a Cara Delevigne fan, you might want to check that out. Yeah. All right. Okay. Guys, if you like that story, let me know what you thought. We do a full live movie news show where we talk about topics just like this, and you can participate daily. And 12 p.m. Eastern is when we do that. Hit that thumbs up button, guys, and check out this next video that's linked here. All right. Yeah, I'm going to cut that out, too. That'll be cut. Ooh, that's cut. All right. This should have been a big story, but, guys, it's TV stuff. So we're going to switch to some TV stuff here. And I haven't watched this. But The Crown Season 5 trailer shows monarchy and chaos amid Netflix criticism. Okay, so yeah, I haven't watched The Crown. The acclaimed British royal family is back. Yeah, and I guess it's got some backlash because it's going to be about Diana, and I think it's going to lead up to her in the car crash. So yeah, I don't know if I really want to see that, guys. And the trailer for the 5th season apparently has rubbed some feathers the wrong way, right? The royal family is in genuine crisis, declares the trailer below. People will never understand. Diana, now played by Elizabeth Debicki in tones. People will never understand how it's really been for me. I never stood a chance. Okay. Yeah. And Elizabeth Debicki does look like her at certain angles. But I think she's a little bit taller. Anyway. Yeah, the reception to it has not been good. Judi Dench slams crude sensationalism for The Crown Season 5. This cannot go unchallenged. So yeah, people are a little bit, got their feathers ruffled for sure. Former Prime Minister John Major, okay. Yeah, I heard about this. The new decade in stride. I don't know about that. I'll have to see what the fallout is about this. If it does get more traction, then we'll talk about it more. But as you can see, there are people out there that are not happy about it. I think it's still a little bit fresh right now because the Queen just passed recently, right? Too. People still want to have some time to internalize their emotions over that. In all respect, I would say, yeah, I would agree with that too. Why not? All right. She-Hulk wrapped up last Thursday, guys. She-Hulk wrapped up, and She-Hulk head writer Jessica Gao nearly quit over Kevin Feige robot detail. Yeah, the Kevin robot that was like K.E. V, like it was supposed to stand in for Kevin Feige, like the big robot that controls everything within the MCU, making story creative decisions. I guess Jessica Gao didn't like that. She threatened to quit. I didn't mind the finale, but apparently Gao wrote at least 20 different versions of the finale episode, all of which featured a more conventional Marvel ending, but Feige ultimately freed her of that thinking. And what does it mean that she was going to quit? Yeah. Two creative did butt heads over the details involving Kevin, as Gao felt the robot should be wearing a hat reminiscent of Feige's own trademark caps. Okay, yeah, so she wanted to put the hat on, and he's like, nah, it's a robot. We're not doing that. So she said, Gao recalls with a laugh. And then there was a split-second pause, and he just went, thank you very much, Jessica. You've done some great work for us, and we really appreciate everything. What did she say? I was incensed in that big meeting in front of 20 people, and I said, Kevin, if you don't let me put a hat on that robot, then I quit. And he kind of like said, okay, fine, thank you. Yeah, you can't strong-arm Kevin Feige after his huge track record here. He's going to go down in history as of having one of the best producing tracking movies with success records in the annals of history of filmmaking. He's going to be up there. If not the king champion as of right now. It's going to be hard to unseat because he's got decades on it now, right? Yeah, like the MCU is going to be. I expect maybe after Phase 6, maybe he'll step back, and that's when you're starting to think about rebooting it all anyway, right? Because that's a whole new generation of people that you have to start. And where do you go, or do you take a step back? I don't know. But she threatened to quit. It obviously didn't happen. It seemed like it was just being humorous with one another. But there's an article up about this on Hollywood Reporter. I had fun with She-Hulk. Tatiana Maslany was my... she killed it. She nailed it. And that's cool. Tim Roth, people saying that he stole the show, but no, I like Tatiana Maslany in it. But that's wrapped up now, guys. That's all part of a nice little playlist that you can find here on Miro Domains. Yeah, and you can watch every episode and have full live watch along with me. Just sync it up. I give you guys time codes. You can follow along. And then last week, Rings of Power wrapped up. The Rings of Power also wrapped up, and there's an article out there today. Rings of Power, Stranger Star says fans missed a stranger identity clue because it was revealed that he was Ishtar, right? He was wizard. Now, which wizard it is still remains up in the air, but I'm pretty sure that he's Gandalf because he said something about smelling and following your nose to cleaner air or whatever. Like in the Mines of Moria. I did that in my full live watch along too for this series as well, guys. But what was this clue? What's this clue that he was talking about here? Let's just take a look. In a clue is it was revealed that he is actually an Istari, otherwise known as a wizard. Although a major mystery regarding the stranger in the Rings of Power has now been cleared up, it remains to be seen whether he is Gandalf or a new wizard entirely. Yeah. Because you know what? I still think he could possibly still be Saruman. Saruman just taught Gandalf to use his nose and his senses and stuff like that. So that could be in there. But let's take a look at the actor's quote here. Wayman, who said, "I don't know whether people have noticed, but the costume changes slightly over the course of the season. The fact that they were surrounding the stranger meant that they subtly changed and altered themselves." So the clothes altered themselves. Because it was just a robe at first, or like just a big kind of sheet, right? And then it evolved into, what we saw there in the finale. It's like they all got pulled in, and it goes from being very big, wild costume to bring more of a costume of an Astari. Yeah. So did you guys pick that up? Was that something that, well, it sounds like that's what the creators wanted for this. I believe that. But as you can see there, when he's standing in it, is very much robe-like. It's very Gandalf-ish, but I think that's where they're going, guys, for Rings of Power. That series wrapped up last week, and the finale was well received by me and some other people out there. All the reveals in there. The wizard reveal wasn't the only thing in that episode in the season finale there, though. But hey, guys, if you like that, check out this next video here, or where I give a little bit more insight as to what that reveal was. And yeah, hit that thumbs up button for sure. You're watching Mirror Domains. Okay. I think that's it for the show today, guys. It's Thursday. I went through those a little bit faster than I thought. But what we're going to do is we're going to go, and I'm going to load up the old Twitterverse here, and we'll see if I've missed any stories that perhaps we can talk about, or if any new trailers dropped. Hey, we just talked about 3 trailers. So there's going to be... What's going to happen now, guys, is that these small videos that are going to get chopped out here, they're going to get slowly released during the day, and probably one will get released tomorrow morning, just because I want to... The YouTube algorithm, from what I'm understanding, is like a muscle. You know, you got to get that pump, and getting that pump means you slowly build up. You refresh people's feeds every now and then. Hey, there's a new video in there. I'm going to check that out. Or people just haven't... They're not aware of the Movie News live show that goes daily, 12 p.m. Eastern, here on Mirror Domains. But if they see something like one of these smaller stories that will be very short, if it's cut out and people can check it out, then I think that's what people will want to see. Okay, let's just see if I missed anything here in the old storylines here. Not really. Black Adam, box office projections, we did that yesterday. Yeah, no, there's nothing there. So let's go over to the Twitterverse. Let's pull that up. And then maybe we'll jam. We'll jam today. Why not? On the old guitar there. Lee Pace. Lee Pace. Weird jacket. Looks like it's... What? Some kind of, is that tweed or something there? And then it's got like weird, like modern material there. Interesting. Tom Brown. For Moncler Maya 70. Interesting jacket. Why doesn't he have any pants on? Oh, so it's sort of like a kilt too? Is that the way that's supposed to work? Very interesting materials. Huh. Like Lee Pace. He was the bad guy in Guardians of the Galaxy 1. He was the father of Legolas in the Hobbit movies. Deadline reports that Harry Lawley, big role opposite Joaquin Phoenix in Joker Folly A Due. What's this? Hold on. Harry Lottie will have a big role. Harry Lottie. The film will reportedly be... Yeah, well, we know that it's going to be in Arkham. So this guy is going to be in Joker 2. Big role. Maybe he's just an orderly or something. I don't know. It's not a very good photo of him. The profile. Let's take a look at who this guy is. I need a front shot. I think maybe this was already reported. Okay. Could he be could he be another inmate in Arkham? What do you guys see in that? Do you see another villain maybe? Jonathan Crane? Clayface? I don't know. No, Clayface wouldn't be in that universe. Okay, so there is a better photo of him. Joker, Folly ADU. Starts filming this December, right? The first trailer for The Crown, Season 5. Yeah, we know that. We know that. What's this? Lord of the Rings Fellowship of the Ring extended version will be experienced Friday, October 21st as an NFT. What? I don't know. Diego Calva, Babylon. Nope. Video release event. Heartbreaker High. Yeah, you know that. The release of Megan has been brought forward a week. Okay, cool. And you know what? This doll, Megan, has been moved up a week. Will now release January 6th, 2023. And there is no better way to start off a movie year than with a horror movie. And this dancing girl, the robot girl, has really freaked people out. Because if they really programmed a robot to do this, because you know how they got like those dolls, those dogs, the robot dogs that like have machine guns and can shoot rocket launchers at like enemies and stuff. If they actually built that and programmed a robot to do that, that's crazy. But I think it's an actual person wearing a mask doing this. It's just because she's a younger. It's just creepy. It's just, yeah, you don't want. Yeah, I don't like my. It's just, yeah. Ooh, it's like ooh. Who's not ooh is Keke Palmer. Jonathan Majors is going to be just seen in Creed 3. Creed 3, we just saw that teaser. That looks good. There's also Kang. Aubrey Plaza, that's cool. I like her. And Patton Oswalt have received Artist Distinction Award at Newport Beach Film Festival. Patton Oswalt. He was just the voice of the crow or the bird in Sandman, right? And I do like Aubrey Plaza. Whatever happened to that Guy Ritchie movie that was supposed to be released this year? And it was going to have her in it with Hugh Grant. Whatever happened to that? It just got buried. It didn't even come out on streaming. It just... They axed it. It's weird. What is your favorite movie of 2022 so far? Would it be Pearl? No. Would it be Smile? Smile would be up there, but for me, I would also have to include Scream is up there for me. X. I preferred X over Pearl. Barbarian, I haven't seen. I'm going to go and see Barbarian, trust me. I will. Was it Black Phone? No, I like Black Phone, but it was not a masterpiece or anything like that. Scott Derrickson, Ethan Hawke was definitely creepy in it. Paul Dano says he's agreed to star in Denis Villeneuve's Prisoners because he had a massive... Oh, yeah, we saw that yesterday. So is that where we were at yesterday? Okay, yeah, it is. All right, so Megan has been moved up a week. All right. Maybe I can transform that into a short somehow. That GIF. Yeah. Let's see if I can... Yeah, I'll keep that up. I'll make a GIF out of that and post that up on the old other social media handles that you can find there, guys. All right, guys, it's 12:54. I'm seeing Black Adam in 3 hours, so it's going to give me enough time to take care of some other administrative duties here on YouTube. But we might as well just relax for the rest of the day or for the rest of the stream, and I'll whip out the old guitar for you guys. We'll jam. Why not? And if you like this new approach that I'm doing, let me know. It's going to hopefully start... It's going to... Like, our channel is growing nicely, guys. Like, subscribers are coming in at a nice pace now. But I want to ramp that up times like 10, right? And by all means, go back and check out some of the older videos, too, because... one of the channel members, actually the only channel member right now, I need to do a better job of that too. Doing members only stuff. And maybe I'll just do guitar jams for members only kind of stuff. But because a lot of stuff that I do is topical, it's hard to make it members only stuff, right? Once we get big enough, then members only stuff will become a little bit more important. But yeah, one of the channel members was watching a really older video of mine for like Candyman, the Candyman reboot. God, I was just I've changed so much over the years, up and down with this, right? But I got it under control now. I think I finally found the diet. And when I mean diet, I don't mean restricting what I eat, but I mean like the way of eating. I found out I learned to eat a certain way, and it's just been all the difference. And it's been melting off, and the way you see that. How does that go? It's like dun, 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 dun. I have to listen to it again. Something like that, right? Yeah, I like that song. Yeah. Interesting. Cool, man. All right. that didn't sound very good, James. Who cares? Whatever. It's all in good fun, right? Yeah. Just having fun. I don't know. Strum. Yes, strum. Strum on the C chord. Strum on the C chord. No, you wouldn't play that, would you? C, G, E. Now that's another C, so that's an octave. So it's C, G, E is the C major. I don't know. Oh, sorry you can't see. Alright guys, I think that's it for us. We're over the 1 hour mark. I know I was a little bit negligent in letting you know when the times were going to be for the show, but you guys know that it's normally around 12, so there you go. Something's in there. Something. All right, that's it for today, guys. I'm going off to see Black Adam in 3 hours. Well, in actually 3 hours, I'll be sitting in the theater with the corn and watching the opening credits, hopefully, for Black Adam. I'll let you know. Stay tuned for my straight out of the theater reaction. Thank you for joining me, and guys, it'll be back tomorrow, 12 p.m. We'll be talking about Black Adam review and spoilers later tomorrow for sure. Okay. See you next time.